Night on the hotel balcony, promise on the matchbook. The hotel balcony was a confession booth without a priest. Midnight had stripped the pool below of children's laughter, leaving only the hum of filters and the slow promise of another day arriving whether we asked for it or not. I leaned against the rail with a cigarette I wasn't smoking, my phone face down in my left pocket, the pocket I use for things that are supposed to make it home. The door behind me clicked, and I knew it was Adrian before he said anything. Back home, Daniel had whispered, "We'll talk tomorrow," in the voice that really meant, "Please stay now." Our couch has the skill of a judge. It makes every disagreement feel like testimony. I left before we could summon a jury. On the ride down the elevator, Adrian's message appeared: balcony, just talk. He didn't add a smiley or a dare. He never did. He trusted me to interpret the silence. By day, I restore other people's artifacts. By night, I try not to turn my own life into one. Daniel and I keep a code when we remember it. T means come here, you awake. Means I'm scared. Tomorrow means not yet, but don't go far. Adrian returned 2 months ago wearing a shirt unbuttoned, just one too many, and a laugh that felt like an apology no one had demanded. He didn't ask for me. That was how I began giving him everything. He leaned against the rail a foot away, his hair damp, his mouth carrying the taste of whiskey he hadn't offered me. "You came," he said, "because men never stop pretending arrival is a twist." "I came to return something," I said. "My lighter, your sense." He half smiled, but the rest of his face betrayed how much he wanted the answer to be heavier. "Your name," I told him. "It's been on my mouth too long for its own health." He produced a matchbook from the bar downstairs, blank on the inside cover. He slid it to me with a pen. "3 words," he said. "Why are you here?" 3 words is cruel, but cruel is how truths survive. I wrote proud at breakfast. Beneath it, smaller, like a fuse I may or may not light, touch before arguing. He read the words and didn't touch me. His hand hovered at my collar, close enough to warm, far enough to remain plausible. "Does he know?" "He knows the apartment is quiet," I said. The air conditioner hummed. The pool lights flickered like bad memory. Adrian shifted closer, heat preceding contact the way lightning precedes thunder. "Tell me no," he whispered. I didn't. I met him in the inch that rewrites evenings. His mouth tasted of smoke and something sweet he'd stolen from the bar. When his hand gripped the back of my neck, his strength remembered mercy. My body answered like a witness desperate to speak. He made the sound men make when surrender feels like victory. I made the one I never let escape unless it belongs to him. We didn't rush. Balconies prefer patience. His lips moved to my jaw, mine traced the scar near his ear. His palm slid under my shirt and lingered, "Do you swear?" then traveled with deliberate kindness. He guided my hand, steady as a craftsman. I closed my fingers and he exhaled into me a truth we couldn't name. He reached for me and I let him. We stayed quiet because the night prefers prose. The pool below reflected nothing but conspiracy. "We already cheated," he said, when breath learned its job again. "We cheated the first night we told each other the truth before we told it at home." "I know," I said, and the words broke like glass but didn't cut. He slid the matchbook into my pocket with ceremonial slowness, thumb brushing my wrist before retreating. "I booked a room," he admitted, not triumphant, not ashamed. "Refundable. We could stand at the window and not touch for a full minute. We could keep the do not disturb honest." "I'm tired of being clever," I said. "Clever's a lobby drink," he said. "Accurate is upstairs." He kissed me once more, brief, exact, something a receipt could record without lying to itself, and left me with the hum of filters and my own pulse. When I returned to the apartment hours later, Daniel was waiting on the floor against the door, barefoot, a mug cooling beside him. He didn't ask where I'd been. He tilted his head toward the place beside him. I sat. "Do you want to be asked?" he said, steady voice, not performing mercy but offering it. "Yes," I said, "because prompts are the scaffolding of my better self." "Are you lonely?" "Some nights," I said. "Not here, not when you ask first, not when the kettle beats the reasons." I placed his hand on my forearm, the way he likes to confirm I'm not inventing weather. His thumb traced once and chose to believe me. "I feel useful," he whispered. "I want to be wanted before I'm useful." "Tonight's procedure," I said. "Touch first, argue second, report later." The kettle clicked like a small country signing a treaty. He poured tea. I pinned the matchbook beneath the magnet on our fridge, so proud at breakfast faced the room. Daniel read the ink, then wrote beneath it, "Tomorrow, keep the torque." He didn't grin. He nodded like a man building a bridge from honest planks. We fail and fail differently, and fail without needing anyone to stand beneath fluorescent absolution pretending to know which door will save us. The morning remembers its job. The room does not demand a verdict. And when we say tomorrow aloud, it means only what we let it mean.